Remember my favorite Muppet City soundtrack album, Kermit This the Memory? Do you remember? I don't know why. Please, Tim, do you remember? Help me. I made a bad joke. Please help. So
it's just like, tell me that you're all right. Everything is all right.
Look of the things I do when I'm nervous. Honey, we're home.
We're home.
I heard it in the theme anyway.
Yeah. Hello, and welcome to Sinclarity, a dinosaur's tale. I am your host. We're going to need another Timmy, along with my co-host.
You know, it's cha-boy, cha-girl, cha-them, they. Ben, hand up me. Back at it.
Hi, Ben.
What's up? How are you doing?
Ben, are you ready to talk about the best 90s sitcom ever, Dinosaurs?
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad that we're talking about that this week because we never get to talk about dinosaurs on this show.
I'm sick of talking about Friends.
I'm sick of it. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm tired of Friends in general. I'm tired of people caring about me, being there for me.
Too many fake friends.
Too many, yeah. No new friends is what I always say. Only new metal.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Right, Ben.
Yeah.
Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Yeah, well, we talk about this all the time that you and I both have this our favorite band and our favorite movie are barely different. Citizen King and Citizen Kane.
Yeah, they're very same.
Yeah.
Very same. Very same.
And you know, Citizen King is what you say when your hardcore friend asks you what your favorite like pop punk band is. You say Citizen King.
Does Citizen play pop punk?
I had to kind of change it midway because I was like, I don't know what to call it because pop punk's usually like catchy or infectious, and that's just like a disease itself.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing my mic right now, watching Tim throw a ladle.
That's good though, right? It's pretty spicy.
I know.
That's good.
We didn't have we had red pepper flakes, but I didn't know, so I used cayenne.
It's a peanut sauce, Ben.
I just want to point out that your fiance does not respect our art form.
Never.
I think she's just trying to ride your coattails.
And they're pretty short, so.
Yeah, that is Tim, shortest coattails in Hollywood. That's what we call them.
So short, I'm not even in Hollywood. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So welcome to this podcast where we talk about the show Dinosaurs.
Yeah, we talk about other stuff too. I had something I want to talk to you about this week, as you know, our little intro segment, just something we can get into real quick.
Okay.
Is what's new in your wrestling game?
Oh, well, I defended and won the tag team titles.
Fuck yeah.
With Team Black Towel, which consists of Minoru Suzuki and Taz.
Did you make that team yourself, or is that an existing team?
Taz is already in the game. I made Suzuki. I created Suzuki.
That's why she's real in real life? Did you create her?
Why. No, he's been around. He's old, man. Yeah, he's old.
Oh, okay. I didn't know guys were allowed to wrestle. That's cute.
Oh, sometimes they're the only ones allowed to wrestle.
That's when you know it's bad.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
So we won the tag titles after we had to do a tournament. We had to fight like all these different teams, and that was annoying.
Was it all wrestling, or did you have to do like other sports too?
No, it was just tag team wrestling.
Okay.
And it was very annoying because tag matches in that video game can be very annoying because you only have control of like one player, and then like the computer constantly runs in and breaks up your pins and submissions and stuff. So
The
it can
computer
be very
does?
irritating. Yeah. The AI is pretty good for the year 2000, I must say. and then before we got on this call, I started creating Asuka.
Asuka.
One of my favorite wrestlers.
Why don't you ever create like things out of your imagination?
Sometimes I do. It just depends. Sometimes that could be fun. Like when I created Issa's D&D character in one of the wrestling games.
That's still not out of your imagination. I guess you had to decide what it looked like because it's just in her head.
Yeah. Like we had a general idea, but it was fun.
Did she have
fun to like figure it out?
So were you more of like J.K. Rowling or Lemony Snicket with your illustrator? Like historically, Lemony Snicket just said, make them look like rich kids. One's this age, one's that age. And like J.K. Rowling was like, make him look exactly like this, make her look like this, make him like. And then later she decided to pretend that she never said that Hermione was white.
It was kind of like, usually when I create anyone or anything in a video game, I usually like to know if I can actually do it, like within the parameters of the game. You know what I mean? Like
a Monster Factory type thing. You got to break the parameters to find out what you can do.
So like when I realized that you can have a plague doctor mask in this wrestling game, I was like, okay, I can make Issa's character because it has it's a bird, but it looks like a plague doctor. Like her character is a bird. So.
Well, if her character, and you famously told her if her character is a bird, your character is a bird too. That's why you're getting married.
It's like this. The species that she was in D&D it was a bird.
Yeah, and her favorite movie is The Notebook, if I remember correctly.
Kind of like how mine was a frog. I was a frog in D&D.
Well, yeah, but that's what you would be in Second Life. That's what you'd be in anything because you're trying to make it. You read The Secret. You're trying to make it like manifest it, frogifest it.
Yeah, manifest destiny, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't play Destiny. I play Fortnite, but so I've never played either. I'm not cool enough. I'm not a little kid yet.
I don't think they're even remotely similar, Ben.
I gotta go to the Zathura machine and wish to be a kid again. Wait, no. What is it called? Zanzibar?
17 again?
No. I'm trying to think of that movie with Tom Hanks. Not the one where he has AIDS. Not the one with the basketball. Not the one where he's Woody.
Are you talking about FAO Schwartz?
What am I talking about?
Zoltar?
Zoltar, there you go.
He goes to Zoltar, wishes he was big, and then he sleeps with a woman in a grown man's body, but yet he is a child.
Yes. It's all not okay.
That's kind of fucked up, man.
I mean, there was a lot of that. Like the movie Jack, like he goes on like dates with adult women because he looks like an adult man. There's some issues out there. Hollywood's not always been, decent. But speaking of decent, did you know this is episode 55 of our podcast?
That's pretty good.
We've been doing this for 55 years.
I think just the other day I saw a Facebook memory of me posting the debut episode, like posting about it.
Oh, you know what? I don't get to see those right now because I'm banned on Facebook.
Yeah,
so I don't see my this day on memories.
I should have taken a screenshot of it, but yeah, it was only like a couple of days ago that we actually released the first episode.
I haven't, Podbean's going to collect that money soon, but they haven't said anything yet. Like, I don't know when we're supposed to pay another year. Aren't they supposed to be paying us yet? Come on.
I know. Look at all the money we bring in.
Yeah.
Especially with our great guests like Sarah Joy Shockey
and Zachary Joy George. Is that everybody's middle name Joy or just Sarah's?
No, it's just Sarah's.
What a good middle name for somebody who does bring a lot of joy.
Yeah.
She was famously named after Amy Poehler's character in that movie about feelings. I
The
can't.
worst movie
I
because
can't-
feelings.
Inside Out. Yeah, fuck Feelings. Am I right?
Inside Out, the Eve 6? Are we an Eve 6 podcast?
We are at no nerve ending zone here on this podcast. You can beat the
burned
shit
them
out of
all.
us.
I burned them all.
Burn them all off. Just like our fingertips, so that we couldn't get arrested for those crimes.
Yeah, because we're the them in black.
Y'all seen Them in Black?
But,
A wiki wild wild black. A Men in Black. A
Did we,
Desperado.
did we talk about the death of Norm Macdonald? Did we do that?
I don't think it came up. You know,
That's a bummer.
I at least once a week watch like a clip of Norm Macdonald doing something on the internet. Like
That was the best thing about him dying was everyone posting like amazing videos of him that some I've never seen, some I've seen
Mhm.
like of stuff of him, and it's just so great.
like yeah, I'll always I messaged my friend who I used to work with, this guy Brad, who sounds like Norm Macdonald when he talks. I messaged him to tell me he died like right away because I was like, I said, I'm sorry you died. But like I worked with this dude and he would just come up every day and he would tell me a joke, but my thing was to try to guess the punchline before he did it because it was always like a pun setup. And he was this Christian dude who drummed at his church, and he was like very like clean laced. They were always clean jokes, except for he's the first person that heard the joke. He asked me, he like leaned in close and nobody could hear him. He's like, "What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?" I was like, "Bradley, I do not know." And he was like, "I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face." And then he like giggled and held his mouth.
He's like, "Don't tell God."
Yeah, don't tell God. Shush, shush, shush. Don't tell God. This is a no God zone.
But yeah, I was gonna say though, one of my favorite Norm Macdonald things was in Dirty Work, which is like one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
When they go to the movie theater and they put the movie and it's called Men in Black Who Have Sex with Each Other, and
That's
they're like showing it.
That's fucking hilarious.
And they show it on the screen, and like all you hear is the audio, and it's just like, "Hey, there's some aliens. Let's have sex with each other."
That is so good. I don't think I've watched all of Dirty Work. I've seen bits of it while it was on TV.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that funny.
It's so great. It's such a good movie.
I mean, it's by the writer is somebody. The main writer, other than Norm, is somebody who's written a lot of bad movies.
And the director is Bob Saget.
Yeah.
So you know it's good.
I love this list of movies though. So the writer Fred Wolf, it's his first movie, Tommy Boy, good. Then Black Sheep, Dirty Work, good. Little Nicky, okay. Joe Dirt, best movie ever made. Dickie Roberts, former child star, even better. Without a Paddle, oh my God.
Wait, is that just the guy, one of Adam Sandler's friends?
Oh yeah, Strange Wilderness, Grown Ups 2, Joe Dirt 2. Drunk Parents is the last movie he wrote in 2019. A movie called Drunk Parents. Stars Alec Baldwin.
That's every other movie. Drunk Parents.
Yeah, it's about a convicted sex offender. Okay.
Sounds hilarious. Remember the Strange Wilderness? How funny the trailer was, and then how terrible of a movie it was.
Yeah, that's like what was another one we got fucking like blue balled on. Year One. I remember like seeing the trailer to Year One and being like, "Oh, this is gonna be the shit."
Not.
It's so bad. It's just so bad.
Michael Cera and Jack Black, right?
Yeah, and then David Cross is like Cain or Abel, one of them, and he murders the other guy.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty ableist in my opinion.
Against Abel. I'm against Abel.
I'm against me. Welcome to my music. But
the worst of times through the best of times. Blurst of times.
Through Mark Drop and through Tom Turbovic. So today we're doing season 3 episode 13. Hold on. We're doing season 3 episode 17, Swamp Music.
Yes.
And it's one written by Mark Drop. He did Stairways to Heaven, and it's directed by the Tommy Boy, Tom Turbovich himself. And I gotta say, off the front end, weird episode.
It is a weird episode. It's still socially relevant.
Yeah, it's definitely like legit in certain like commentary it has. It feels a little awkward because we know how white this show's like writing staff is and acting staff. I mean, other than like they do have Baby, Kevin Clash does do some voicing in this episode beyond Baby, which is good.
Yeah. Did he do he didn't do all did he do all of the band or just
No,
some of the band?
he just does one of them. I don't remember if he's either Howling J or what's the little boy's name? Sonny.
Oh, Sonny, yeah, it was Sonny. You could tell. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Howling J was a dude that's been in a few movies that I've seen, but he's not like an actor that like I know too much about.
They have very Muppety voices for sure.
Muppety.
like all three of them sound like regulars on the Muppet Show. Like I just can't think of it.
Yeah.
Who they were.
No, just so you know, it's Julius Carey does Mudbelly, who is which is a guy who doesn't talk that much, but Julius Carey, like if you've seen him, you would recognize him. He's in like The New Guy, if you remember that movie. He's like the football coach who rides the horse. That's what I know him from. It's a movie that's about cameos and pretty much nothing else. Howling J though was Kevin Clash.
Okay.
And Steve Whitmire, a white guy, is Sonny. He's like he's apparently in Rob. He's one of the guys who does Robbie's Muppeting stuff. So he is a Muppet guy. He's looks like he does a lot of the mouth work, not really Well, I know. I guess he must be he's like a newer Kermit the Frog. We should.
Yeah, I was gonna say his voice is very familiar.
I didn't realize he was the one who was doing Kermit. I thought somebody else got the Kermit job. He's also Ernie for a while.
Well, either way,
I thought I knew Kermit.
Yeah, he's just a frog that you used to know.
Remember my favorite Muppet City soundtrack album, Kermit This the Memory? Do you remember? I don't know why. Please, Tim, do you remember? Help me. I made a bad joke. Please help. So
it's just like, tell me that you're all right. Everything is all right.
Look of the things I do when I'm nervous. Kermit the Frog here. Today's episode, Robbie is introduced to the wailing, funky blues sounds of swamp music and tries to bridge the species gap by getting a dinosaur record company together to put out a mammal swamp music album. Hiya!
Yeah, so basically, today's episode is like about racism and like cultural appropriation, like.
Mm-hmm.
And Elvis,
yeah.
I guess.
Mark Drop is here to lay the word down on cultural appropriation. Yeah, big. Okay. I felt like it's a big Elvis type thing with this. What was the guy's name who pops in later to Elvis it up?
Perry Llewellyn.
Perry Llewellyn.
Perry Llewellyn. Yeah. The master of the swamp music, or whatever they call him. Yeah.
Yeah. For the trivia for this episode, we got. It says it references the Linkletter show, which was confusing to me because it's the line "Don't kids say the darndest things," and I didn't know that came from something before the actual show.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
I guess it was a spin-off segment or something. And then
that's weird.
There's also the part where Robbie says, "Guess who's coming to dinner?"
Pokemon.
What are you talking about Pokemon for? Oh, you're doing it? No, stop.
Pokemon.
Doing a Bing Crosby impression.
And Robbie, so I understood that one, and then when Robbie called up the house, it was just like, guess who's coming to dinner?
Yeah, a reference to the movie starring Ashton Kutcher, Guess Who? Which is when I saw that in theaters, I didn't know it was a remake of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
It's reversed, where he's the guest.
He's the white guy, yeah, and They trick him into telling racist jokes because they said they never get to hear them because they don't hang out with white people, and then they like get pissed at him.
It's a palette swap, the worst one.
The worst palette. They should have that on fucking Keystone copycats. Which you can check me out on over the next couple weeks if anybody's listening.
That's right.
I'm on the next 2 mini episodes.
If anyone, please.
Go listen to them. Like if one of our podcasts takes off and becomes Serial 2, then we all get the money. You know, I think that's how it works. We're in like a blood oath.
Yeah. We all swapped blood.
No, we swapped copies of our Under Oath album collection. I've never heard Under Oath. Are they good?
No.
Wow, our listenership is entirely the band Under Oath. And I told them that we loved them. Nobody knows what that is because I don't know what they sound like.
It's funny because the character's name is Sunny, and that's the singer of From First to Last.
That's not the same band.
I know, but they're almost the same band.
I thought the singer was Skrillex.
Yeah, but his real name is Sunny.
Why would if your name is Sunny, why would you change it to Skrillex? He had such a pretty name.
He didn't want anyone to know that he made crappy dubstep music.
Yeah, he didn't want anyone to know. So he became the most famous dubstep artist for like a year or two.
A year or two. He was popular enough to be in Wreck-It Ralph. So
the sequel. Let's be real. But yeah, I think, you know, our Dinosaurs podcast, Sinclarity, would benefit from discussing the episode if you want to fuck right into this one.
Yeah, we'll fuck right in.
Yeah, well, we don't cuss normally, but this is a cussing episode, we decided.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what the shit happens?
Well, we get the fucking cold open. The fucking luckily this one's
is a real cold
short,
open. Yeah.
Because like Jesus Christ. So we got Robbie, Spike, and Baby watching DTV.
Dinosaur television.
And, on it
what's wrong with you?
Nothing. So Spike hates like the corporate rock that they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it comes in, it's like that was the extended dance version of Life's a Bird, brought to you by Speed Metal Bubblegum.
I enjoy the fact that he's like a true like Fugazi type punk rocker, you know?
Yeah, I mean he's got his little headband on and his leather jacket. Like that's pretty Fugazi.
This conversation reminds me of. Were you a Calvin and Hobbes reader?
When I was a kid.
When you were a kid, that's usually when it happens. But do you remember the one where like Calvin like walks up to his mom and asks if he can have some money to go see? He wants to buy a Satan worshiping, suicide advocating heavy metal album.
No.
And his mom says, Calvin, the fact that these bands haven't killed themselves in ritual self-sacrifice shows that they're just in it for the money, like everyone else. It's all for effect. If you want to shock and provoke, be sincere about it. And Calvin says, so mainstream commercial nihilism can't be trusted? And she's like, afraid not, kiddo.
Waterson.
Yeah, that's why he named himself after the band Waterson, because he was like real fucking punk.
Well,
Waterson, it really son.
we get the next band is Sonic Boom with and it's great. It sounds like my noise project.
Yeah, your noise project, which is just your wife talking. Am I right? That's what you said before we were recording, so I just wanted to make sure.
Well, Ben, I'm not married yet, so.
Oh shit!
My wife.
Oh, you want to?
My wife.
You want to go on a date later with Linkletter? You want to go on a Linkletter?
And despite the wailing and awful sounds, Robbie's really in Spider. He's in Spider.
He's really in Spider. He would cut off his nose to Spider face.
And he's just like, can you believe this music, Spike? It's so awesome. It has the power to unite youth. It has the power to make a difference.
Yeah, it has the power to sell bubblegum, Robbie.
Yeah, because Baby is like supposed to be like the impressionable one, and he doesn't remember anything about the music, but he does remember the gum commercial.
Yeah, what's speed metal gum? Yeah, he wants that fucking gum, so it does work. You know, corporate shit does work. I see an ad on Facebook, I go do what the ad says. It almost is always telling me to go get something I already just fucking got. Like, it hears me talking, like, I'm like, I want a pizza, and I buy a pizza, I eat it, and later it advertises pizza for 6 hours.
Yeah, me, it's just bootleg Lego websites that sell Legos that aren't around anymore for high prices, and I assume they just steal your information.
Yeah, it's that's so sad. Like, why to steal from somebody who collects Legos? They've lost everything already. It's a sad basement existence. Why are they doing that?
You lose it all so you can build it back up again.
That's true. Yeah. Why do we fall down, Mr. Wayne? It's like that, right? From the spider bat, the bat spider, whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, that's Robbie. He's in the spider.
He's in the spider. There's like, you can't help him. When Peter Parker became Spider-Man, people were like, you can't help him now, Uncle Ben. He's fully in the spider. Uncle Ben's like, I'm dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Bone saw.
He's ready.
So Robbie asked Spike when he's talking about real music. He's like, oh, you like good shit? What do you like? And he tells him about how, like, down at the swamp they have, on the other side of the tracks, they got some good music every night, all night. Mammals are going at it.
Yeah, and Robbie's like, the swamp, that's on the other side of the tracks.
Which is where the Eminem's trailer is, across 8 Mile. So the thing is, like, Robbie's never been over there because he's not allowed to. So they decide, like, he kind of taunts him into going. But Baby's like, I'm not fucking telling you guys because Baby sucks.
He's a snitch.
He is, but snitches get stitches when their tongues get ripped out.
That's right, because Spike is going to hurt the baby. He's going to physically assault this baby.
He's going to put Baby in a corner.
And, but Earl walks in.
Not to save the day.
No, not at all. And Baby tries to tell on him, and Robbie's quick thinking. He's just like, no. He's like, we didn't want to go to the swamp. We want to go bowling.
Yeah, and so Earl, Father of the Year, is like, oh, I believe you. Like, he gives him money to get good shoes, and like, because he talks about bowling all the time. He loves bowling.
Yeah, but I mentioned it to Issa while we're watching this episode. It's like, he talks about bowling and he loves, like when Robbie says he's going bowling, he like lights up.
Yeah.
And like, but we've never seen him bowl once.
We haven't seen it yet. You think it's a reference to Flintstones?
I think it's like Flintstones, Simpsons, like it's always bowling with these guys.
It's my mom was in a bowling league, but I don't think my dad really went bowling ever.
The pin pals.
I only do it when we're out of soup. You gotta get it. You gotta get it somehow.
For your family.
Yeah, it's Punk Rock 101. You gotta go get soup for punk rock for your family by bowling.
You gotta get it for your family because you're born to be a dad, just like Earl.
Exactly. When you were born in 1985 specifically, and
born to be a dad.
They already had that song. They had that. Don't talk about our wieners. That's rule number 18 of the podcast. Don't talk about our wieners. It was about the dogs that we used to have before they died, but now it's about something else. But speaking of our wiener dogs dying, we hit the cold open is over. It was gone in a flash, not like 8 minutes long like the last episode.
Oh no.
No.
It doesn't end. It ends right before
hold on. Wait, though, don't tell our fans I was wrong. Let's do this. We're gonna pretend. So the cold open was over, and then oh wait, no, it's back. I was wrong.
Yeah. It was a false cold open. That's what we need in this show. False cold open.
Yeah, exactly. A false positive. So I was wrong though. Timmy was right. They go down to the other side of the tracks and they go to the crossroads. And they really should have left this joke just in the background with when you read the crossroads signs and it's like this side, the other side.
Yeah.
But they end up zooming in on it after they've already shown it. And I was watching it with my friend Katie and she was just like, wow, I thought that was really funny until they held on and zoomed in for like a minute.
They really wanted you to get the joke.
Yeah, which because we've noticed with their props, they don't often add other jokes that deep in. Like when they show newspaper clippings, they are not like funny like stories secretly in it. So this time, that when they actually do have a funny prop, they're like, "Fucking look at it now."
Yeah. So Robbie he doesn't want to go in. He's scared. But
Yeah, he's a
I
little
assume
racist.
the howling. Yeah, and I assume the howling of the other mammals outside scare him. So he goes in.
Well, he hates
and as soon as
PMSing,
Yeah. Like,
PHSing, pre-howling syndrome.
that's not a thing.
It was in the fucking second episode of the show, or third maybe, the fifth episode. The howling. Ethel says that he has PHS, pre-howling syndrome.
Oh my god, man, you really
You didn't forgot that?
really went there. You really went there.
I didn't go there. Dinosaurs went there.
In this episode, we go there. And
To the other side.
Yeah, Robbie walks in. He says all the music stops, and he says, "Howdy."
Yeah, which is what I say when I walk into bars. I was hoping for a real Pee Wee Herman type bit here where he has to do the tequila dance or whatever, but instead we just get the theme song, which is a cover of the Cartoon Network song Dinosaurs theme.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
You still get pregnant from Pretty Crazy. So
Crazy Town.
that's my favorite band. Well, my favorite. I also was gonna say that's Sublime. That's just a Sublime song, Sugar baby.
Oh, no, that's not. That's not.
Then
Close,
why is it
Ben.
mentioned Sid and Nancy?
It does not count.
That's
That
punk
does
rock.
not count. That is very new metal, not Sublime.
They
Sorry,
wish.
Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do wish they were Sublime.
Everybody wishes they were Sublime. What do you mean?
Yeah.
It'd be
Especially
so great.
Jack Johnson, that guy, he wishes he was Sublime.
I just wish I was Bradley Noel. I wish I was
Yeah.
dead. So the Swamp Band, we go back to the show and the Swamp Band's playing, and they're doing this
Yeah,
song.
it
It's
was-
like their bones are their money. They pull your hair up, not out. But they're singing about the blues, and because they tell Robbie to shut the door because he's letting the fucking bugs in.
Yep. So he does. And he is sitting down and listening to the music.
Vibing, totally
And,
vibing.
Yeah, and he's talking about how like Quicksand sucked his mother. That's kind of weird. X-Men stuff. I don't know.
I thought they meant the emo band from the early '90s, Quicksand.
And then he got giant slugs carrying off his wife, and lava burned his house down.
And then it turns into the harmonica solo from Start Today by Gorilla Biscuits at the end. I meant my bad, by Skank and Pickle. But yeah, I like Robbie's really vibing. They launched their second song. They say it's about tragedy, loss, and pain, and everyone might enjoy it. It's called Gangrene Blues.
Yep, and Robbie fucking loves it.
Yeah,
And,
dude, he relates to being a mammal. He's always felt kind of like a mammal.
Yeah, that's why he eats
lactates.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's fucking loving this shit. So, and then Sonny and Hal and Jay, they notice their buddy Spike's there. They love Spike. That's their favorite token lizard.
They do. And Hal and Jay comes over and he's like, Spike, how are you? You big scaly tail dragging, skin shedding, top of the food chain, 20-ton lizard scum.
And then Spike's like, I'll fucking sew your asshole closed and keep feeding you. That's what I thought was coming.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, he just hits a little racism too.
Yeah, fur covered, flea bitten, lactating mammal. Hey, you know what this reminds me of is can you fight? Can you fly? Can you crow? Do you remember fucking in Hook when they're like doing the insult war and that's how they find out he's back to being the real Peter Pan again? It's because he can insult real good.
No.
Oh, well, then it never happened. Sorry. I forgot that when you ask you questions about movies, if you say no, it rewrites it on the spot.
That's right. Take that, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, fuck you,
And,
Steven Spielberg. Your what pet project?
He's doing a West Side Story.
He's doing wiki wow wow West Side Story, Maria and sorry. So Sonny and Hal and Jay, they ask who Spike's girlfriend is, which is hilarious. And Spike doesn't even bat an eye at that because he loves his buddy Robbie. He's special to him.
Yeah, he doesn't even address that. He's just like, oh, this is Robert Sinclair.
Yeah. He's his best buddy. He's his dear friend. And Robbie goes right into being like an annoying fanboy for their music, but like, they're a local band. They like that shit. It makes them feel good.
Yeah, but Spike is like immediately embarrassed. He's just like, I don't know this guy.
Yeah, my mother's calling, and he like takes off. But Sonny realizes that this must mean Robbie really likes their shit, and then Robbie tells him that all dinosaurs would love him. They should make a record.
Yeah, and then Sonny's like, "Did you hear that? Like, we should make a record." And Hal and Jay's like, "A record? So we already hold the record for playing the most shows without getting paid."
Yeah, I'd like to contest that record. Come on.
Me too.
I think we got them together.
Yeah.
I forgot that I could also do like, shows I've paid to play in the past.
They just play it. They play at the same bar every night.
Yeah,
like,
if they're a house band, they should get money for that.
Yeah.
At least
exactly.
like some bones. Bones are their dollars. And I just think like Robbie's upset because he thinks that the mammals just have like a fucking terrible life. And like even though they call him the lizard, but that's just Jay calls all dinosaurs the lizard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the man.
Yeah, so he just like he thinks that, I think it's funny because I was gonna be like, how does he know they have a terrible life? I'm like, oh yeah, they just sang 2 songs about how shitty their life is. Yeah. I just thought maybe that was just artistic expression, and maybe they had great lives.
Yeah, but Jay leaves, and he's still very skeptical of Robbie. But then Sonny kind of sticks around, and it's just like, well, it's my dad. Like he's always acting like that, and Robbie's like, it's okay, Sonny. Why don't we go and play bowling?
Yeah, they're gonna go bowling. That's what he says it for Spike's benefit, and Spike's is like, yeah, it's very funny, Robbie, but just remember I warned you.
Yeah, and Sonny's like, well, I'd like to go bowling with you, but I have a girlfriend.
Yeah, he just I just asked you the time of day, sir. I don't care if you have a girlfriend. No, he doesn't understand. It's cool, Jerry. Robbie's like, yeah, man, it's just a bad joke. Let's just, yeah.
Yeah.
But Robbie and Sonny, they go to Volcanic Records, which is a great record label parody of Atlantic. I like it.
Yeah, and they meet Mr. Ty Warner.
Which it's great. My last name was originally going to be Warner. I could have been related to this guy. My middle name is Tyler. But my dad doesn't know his dad. He never knew his father, but his dad, his original dad, the fake one that ran away, that spermed it up, his last name was Warner, and that would have been our name if he hadn't, I guess he must have had something better to do than raise a son, so he left.
So would that make you one of the Warner? Like you would be who would you be?
Wachowski sister
or Dot?
If fuck, marry, kill, Wacko, Flacco, Todd. No, thank you.
Flacco.
Which one has baloney in their slacks? That's what I'm after.
Well, only one of them wears pants.
Hello, so. Flacco. But so I like they say a thing like when somebody shows you who they are, like listen to them and pay attention, believe them, and that's what I would say about Ty Warner's introduction into the show. Like the second he walks on screen, he starts doing some fucking sexual Harris shit.
Oh yeah, he sees the secretary Trish. He's like, "Woof,
Trish the dish."
Sweetheart. I dropped my pencil again. I'm trying to do his voice because it's so abrasive.
He's trying to get her to do that bend and snap from Legally Blonde and pick it up.
Yeah, and then she's just like, sure, right after I call my attorney.
I was kidding. Yeah.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
You're so tense. Let me rub your shoulders a bit.
This is probably just literally every fucking record exec. This is legit.
I don't know, Ben. I don't know if those people really have any money or power anymore.
Well, yeah, but this is like back 6 billion years ago or something like that.
Yes, in 1993. Yes, this is.
That's what it feels like.
A reality.
Yeah, for sure. I'm still. It sure is. What was that Burger Records place? The Record Burger Time? What was that place called?
God. It's just called Burger Records. It's bad.
I didn't know it existed until I knew it existed, but through what happened. So yeah, I mean that shit. It's just like I don't know. It's something about men. But anyway, Mr. Warner, during this spiel, he notices Robbie, who wants to launch into a spiel about how in his hand he holds a record that will revolutionize the music industry. It'll bomb it. Bomb the entire music industry.
Yeah.
It's album minus band.
Of course, Warner's just like, not interested.
Yeah, you said on TV you're always looking for exciting new talent.
It's like the public doesn't want new; they want what they already know, regurgitated again and again and again
and over.
Yeah, but with different chicks on the cover.
Yeah, different chicks, same day is what I always say. But then he does notice, like behind him, like because Robbie does like a whole sit thing. He's like, "I'm not leaving this couch until you listen to this shit." And like he likes his spunk, you know. He's like, "Okay, couch boy."
Couch boy.
Yeah, I am couch boy, off to save myself. And, he says he'll listen to his tape because he reminds him of himself before he sold out.
He's on the audition. He's in there for an audition on the couch.
I was at a flea market once and they had a Simpsons couch, like a life size one with all the characters on it. But Bart is like laying on his like back with his legs up and his head down over the bottom of the couch. I'm like, oh, he thought he was on casting couch in this one. I was like, this is uncomfortable.
Oh no.
Trust me. Oh no. But I bought the couch. I love it. So this guy notices the mammal and says to grab a shoe so he can hit him with it. Like that's what you do to mammals? They don't wear shoes except Spike.
And he's just like, no, this guy, he's Sonny, he's in the band. And he's like, I don't make mammal records.
So this racist piece of shit doesn't want to listen to it. Robbie tells him he's making a mistake, and he gets fucking belligerent about it. He's like, mistake, I'm the one making mistakes. Look at my wall, kid, it's full of mistakes. You fucking punk kid. These mistakes bought me 2 houses. I don't remember how many houses.
It was 3.
Three houses.
That's how many fingers he has, because he
Oh man, he can't get another house unless he grows another finger. That's so sad. That's so sad.
Yeah. I mean, usually how many fingers you have determines how many houses you can have.
Oh shit.
Yeah. On one hand, not
on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm poor. So
yeah, this 0. No, a fist.
My hand looks like this, so that my other hand can look like this, and both are empty.
The fist is the government and taxes punching you in the face.
I love when you do hand puppets, like politics. I always learn so much.
Hand puppet politics. That's my new band.
Yeah, check us out. We're playing at Gasa Gasa next week. My girlfriend has to wait outside because it's 21 and up.
She has to hold my coat.
But yeah, so he's doing that whole thing, and he hands Trish the record and tells her to pop it into the dictaphone and just tape over it with some shit.
Mm-hmm. But she listens to it and she likes it.
Yeah, because he comes out of the room too. He likes it too, man.
Yeah,
it's good shit.
So we go back to the bar. And,
did they ever say the bar's name in this?
Is it just Swamp Bar?
I just put Swamp Bar because I don't know. There's probably some pretty good bar joke names that they could have come up with.
Yeah, like the lactating goat or something.
That's it now. They go back to the lactating goat, and Sonny is commiserating over their lack of progress in their mission for a record deal when Jay overhears them and tells them to hush up so the band can play.
Yeah, and they start playing. And Mr. Warner is just like standing there creepily in the crowd.
He has this whole fucking vibe about him that I hate. He just like, they all stop and he's like, no, don't stop on my behalf. This is what I love. It's vital. It's raw. It's primitive. It's like, okay, fucking racist piece of shit.
And he demands a mineral water.
Yeah. Which is, he likes Mineral, the other emo band, like related to Quicksand from the early 90s. This whole episode's about that.
Yeah, he's the captain of jazz because he was totally jazzed.
He said, I was totally jizzed by what I heard on your demo tape. May I call you Howlin'?
No.
Tells him it's very colorful. Also think it's a little slight there.
Yeah, and he's like, that song was bold. It was original and totally unique. I want 10 more like it.
That's what I said when I signed 311 after they played Come Original.
Oh, come on.
I forgot to tell you I
Oh.
signed them.
No 2 311 songs sound the same.
No 2 311 songs sound the same. How would I know? I've only heard 2. And they sounded different. You're right. That's all I need, baby.
So Howland is already like he already didn't like the idea anyway, and so he's just like, hey, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, famously on Dinosaurs they say fuck all the time. He's like Sinclair, what the fuck is going on here?
It's like Ty Warner, he wants to sign and make a Swamp record. I told you Dinosaurs would love your music.
I told you to fucking mind your own fucking business, kid.
You piece of fucking shit.
You fucking piece of shit. We're earning that explicit lip rating for this episode.
Yeah, and then Warner's just like, no, don't worry, babe. I got you. I only care about you, babe.
So now we got the boys in the studio, and they're doing their new song. What?
It's not the studio, Ben. It's
What is it?
Literally the bar, and they just have a tape recorder in the bar with one microphone.
That's literally a music studio. Have you ever recorded an album? You do it at a bar. Somebody pays you to not wear a shirt, and I'm starting to think I don't know what recording an album is.
That's some real against me first demo shit right there.
I just remember having to eat 50 hot dogs or I wouldn't get my money back. That was the deal. I never heard that record.
You know.
But, Taylor Swift came out with 8 songs that sound exactly like the ones that I sung on that tape recorder. So I don't know. Of course, I did record this about a year after her album came out, but whatever. But anyway, speaking of Taylor Swift, yeah, they're saying, I guess they are just at the bar. I thought they were like doing a whole like Dewey Cox at the fucking studio shit.
Nope. They just do it live. It's like a live album. And he sings a great song about being a mammal and how he was born alive.
That is the difference. Instead of being hatched out of an egg, he was already born alive.
And
like in The Jerk, when I was born a small alive mammal.
Yeah. So Warner's loving it. He's recording it. And they just want to know when they're getting paid because they're hungry.
Yeah, and the slugs carried off their moms, and nobody's at home cooking them dinner when they get home.
Exactly. And Warner, after they've done recording, he's like, "Oh, I gotta go," and he just leaves.
Yeah, he splits the fuck bananas out of that room, and then Robbie assures them that they sounded great, and not to be so modest about it because things are clearly looking up, and even they gotta admit that.
Yeah, and he's like, "I'm hungry." So Robbie calls home and tells
I love Robbie.
Robbie. He's going to have a celebration dinner because his mom's a great cook.
Mm-hmm.
And he is very not aware of the racism.
Yeah, he just thinks that he's just like, guess who's coming to dinner? And we get to treat it to a real awkward dinner at the Sinclair house after this.
Yeah, it opens with Earl just kind of staring at Jay, who's like sitting right next to him.
That's so polite. Such a polite host.
Yeah, and Baby, of course, is just like, oh, it's awfully quiet. You don't look like us.
Baby's the person who asks you if you talk when you're like the new person. That's something like, so do you talk?
Oh, God.
Or worse, ask somebody else, does your friend talk? It's like, oh, yeah. Now I don't.
Who's your girlfriend?
Who's your girlfriend? Does she talk? Fucking grating to my ears. But yeah, Baby says they're like, you never met a mammal before? He's just like, fucking all the time, dude. They're yummy. Baby cusses in this episode too, sorry.
Kids, and then that's where we get the don't kids say the darndest thing.
Yeah. But Jay thanks the Sinclairs for their hospitality, but he acknowledges that the dinner was a mistake and it didn't buy them 3 houses, so they should leave.
Yeah, but Earl is like, no, they can go if they want. And Jay's just like, I apologize for my boy dragging us all into this. He doesn't quite understand how the world works.
Oh, don't blame your boy. This is all my son's fault. He's a fucking idiot. He thinks we should all work together on our differences. Ugh, fucking moron. He's got no sense.
He's like, my boy's worse. Mouthing off about how we're all basically the same under the skin and we have so much in common. Big dummy.
Fucking Sanford and Sons reference thrown in there at the end. Big dummy. Yeah. And yeah, I couldn't agree more. My kid, the idiot. That's a great, like, that's gonna be my memoir about my son. My kid, the idiot. It's my favorite sequel to My Girl, where she comes back to life. My Girl, the idiot.
Thanks. Yeah, and so basically,
the kids aren't racist is their problem.
Yeah, and Jay and Earl though kind of like come to like a agreement that basically that their parents are stupid.
Yeah,
or that
their parents
are stupid.
Probably both. They probably go both ways. I know Earl does. They call them both dopes, but Sonny and Robbie realize that they found common ground because parents all over the world are the same. You know, that no matter what their race, creed, color, they all hate their kids. That's what Zach told me too, so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's all I ever hear about kids. I fucking hate them.
Speaking of hating your kids, we're gonna take a quick break here, and we will be back in just 1 second with more Sinclarity: A Dinosaur's Tale. Oh look, a yard sale. I'm gonna go check that out.
You gonna buy anything or looking or what?
You scared me. I didn't. I was still like 100 feet away. But I'm a fast walker. I'm in the market for. Do you have any like little kid shoes, never worn?
Well, these once belonged to Sigourney Weaver's niece.
Oh, Sigourney Neeser? No relation.
Yes.
Yeah. What size are those? Are those kid size or kid friendly?
They're a woman's 12.
I think women's start at 18, in my opinion, sir. But I was still looking for something kind of like as a gift for an old friend, new enemy. Do you have any recommendations?
I don't know. I have some DVDs over here if you want to look at them.
You got any newer style movies or like you got like the Shreks? You got any of the Shrek movies?
I have season 4 of Caroline in the City, disc 2.
Seen it. I told you I've seen it already. I see here you have a couple of are these tickets to some kind of like band or something?
Oh yeah, I've been trying to get rid of these.
Well, I prefer tickets for Strongs personally because I myself am a Strong, and it says here on this ticket that it's to see a band called Sinclarity: A Dinosaur's Tale, playing their first ever show.
Sorry, it's a podcast.
Ooh, okay. So I'm guessing this is a situation where like you'll pay me to take these off your hand, or?
Well, there are some bands playing too, if that sweetens the pot for you.
Sweet, I love pot. You got like Megadeth or like Metallica, anything heavy?
Well, kind of in the same vein. We have Community Couch, City Mouse, Too Many Days, The Raging Nathan, Titwheel, Mikey Erg.
Oh, Titwheel. I like them and that band, Tiltwheel. That sounds similar. And Make War pretty good too. It sounds like you go nicely together. I don't know why I know that they're playing, but I do. I have the next couple weeks free. When do you think this show's going to be?
Unfortunately, it's Tuesday, October 26th, which is the
weekday.
Yeah, I've got something big scheduled that day, so
yeah.
I won't be able to use these. Unfortunate.
Yeah, well, you know what? I like weekdays because they make me look even stronger. So I think I'll take these off your hand. Oh, sorry, I took your whole hand there. You can have that back. It's roughly used. And I would like to say that I would still like Sigourney Weaver's niece's shoes as part of the deal. I'll give you $25 for the whole package. All right, $30 if I get Adam also and his package.
All right.
Okay. All right, thank you. So everybody come see Sinclarity: A Dinosaur's Tale perform their first ever live show at in St. Petersburg at Lucky You Tattoo on Tuesday, October 26th. All right, Zach, edit that down. We're back from our break here on Sinclarity: A Dinosaur's Tale. Who was that? Who just said that?
That was Brian.
Oh, fuck, Brian, our page. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Continuity. Callbacks.
Hey, we're supposed to be the writers for the new show. We got to have that.
Yeah, they're going to bring us on Dinosaurs 2.
Dinosaurs 2. we're back again.
We're back again. Yeah, I'm replacing John Goodman.
Oh my God, we're back again.
Oh my God.
So yeah, so
Where were we? We're getting into
We're back.
the 8th scene.
yeah, we're in the kitchen like after they leave, and Fran mentions to Earl that he and Jay really seem to hit it off. Earl says that he turned out to be an upright family type guy, despite spending years playing juke joints for free beer.
I felt called out.
Fran lets Robbie know she approves of his wonderful new friends that he made, but then Robbie's just kind of like staring at the television.
Straight up scowling at that fucking TV.
Yeah, like he's so pissed.
Yeah, because there's a lizard on TV, and it's singing about how he was born alive, how his mom didn't lay no eggs, and how the bones are their dollars. And he's like, because I'm a mammal.
M-A-M-M-A-M.
So Fran asks Robbie, what's the matter? And Earl's like, you're just seeing something you cherished, horribly cheapened and degraded. What's up? What's wrong, buddy?
And Robbie's pissed, so immediately he goes to Ty, and he's just like, "You sold us out."
Absolutely untrue.
I saw Perry Llewellyn on TV last night.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did. It's like it's so quick. Like once there's proof mentioned at all, he's like, "There's a very good reason. You know, I made an obscene amount of money."
Yeah. And Robbie's just like, well, what about Sonny and Hal and Jay?
He warns them, you know, now I like his wording here, his gaslighting, where he's like, well, once they find out you sold them out, those sharp teeth aren't going to be kind to you. Like, you want to stay away from those guys, Robbie.
Yeah, exactly. And Warner lays it on thick too with the racism. He's like, nobody wants to listen to mammals. It's like
His little
Llewellyn's
fur
been around.
balls.
Yeah. And so he stole their songs, basically, gave them to the white dude who sings like standards, and like everyone's going crazy about it.
Yeah, I mean it's a reference to Perry Como, pretty straightforward. I'm assuming that's where the Perry comes from, and Perry Llewellyn, but that was the whole thing with Perry Como years ago, is singing those black songs and making them white, like 98 Degrees. Like that pop music documentary we were watching on Netflix together separately.
Yes, they all stole from Boys to Men. Yes, it's true.
Mm-hmm. I mean that's just fact. But so you know he tells him that you know that's stealing, and he's just like tomato or tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. I don't know what he says, but it's all semantics. And
Yeah, so Robbie rushes back to the bar, and we go back to the bar, and Sonny's trying to set up the TV that he bought on credit.
Like that song 25 by BTMI. We got credit cards, so we bought a new TV.
It's 500 channels.
Yes. So, baby, don't touch me. Wait, I don't know the lyrics. Never mind. Yeah, 500 channels by the Spice Girls, like on my T-shirt that I'm wearing right now.
Mm-hmm. And Sonny's just like, it's gonna be okay, guys. We're gonna get paid real soon. And Robbie comes in, and Robbie's just like, guys, I got some bad news.
Yeah. So it's the whole thing, like, you know, what he's about to tell them comes on the TV with Perry Golden Adenoids Llewellyn.
Yeah, and he starts singing their song about his mom dying. And
getting like, what was the one about the mom being dragged off by slugs or whatever?
Yeah. And there's just like the drummer and stuff is just like, hey, that's our music. Not that anyone would recognize it. He's like, is that a cello?
Yeah, it's all for the new Supercontinent. It's the biggest #1 selling album on the Supercontinent. It's but from the King of Swamp Music, it's Perry's Swingin' Swamp Party. I would love to be part of that ensemble.
Yeah, but Jay's just like, he's like blown away. He's just like,
the crackers like it. I mean, lizards. The lizards like it.
He's like, well, would you look at that? That fool is making money off of our music.
And his son doesn't get it. Like, I mean, the son's rightfully pissed off. It's just they have a different perspective because they grew up in different eras, and it's just a little bit different. But now that, like, Hal and Jay keeps hearing his son Sonny talk like he has his whole life about, how the white man's a piece of shit and, like, going on about it for all their problems, he's just saying, like, now that I hear it from my son, I would like to, like, maybe we can move past this and, like, further the cause. I don't know. It sounds like some white written shit to me. like some fucking white hero shit. I don't. It's not. It doesn't sell super well.
It's weird because then he's just like, well, now because Sonny's just all like, well, you can't trust them, and he's just like, oh, you're just starting to sound like me, and it's just like, okay,
yeah, it's definitely like a little bit like kind of gets to the point of like, now we know that we can sell our music. It's like, but it should never have to be that dynamic, obviously. So it just sucks. It sucks. Yeah. The world sucks. I mean, I forgot, this is just about lizards and mammals. This isn't like a parable for anything.
Yeah. But then they're just like, well, you know what? Like, we can start our own label, like
Robbie gets into it.
Yeah, which is fine, like that's how a lot of people did it. And but of course, yeah,
we're talking about lizards and mammals, not people.
Yeah. And Robbie's talking about us and we. It's just like, no.
Robbie's like that, Rachel Dolezal or whatever. He's for us, by us. We're gonna do it all ourselves, and we're gonna sell out, and make T-shirts and whatever.
Fubu.
Yeah. But yeah, so they give him kind of a look, eyeing him like he's sus, and he's like, I mean, of course, by we, I mean you guys exclusively, and not by me at all. I hear my mama calling.
Yeah, and then Earl comes in immediately, and like,
not the mama.
He's like, hey, what's going on, you swinging cats?
Dad, what are you doing here?
Yeah, he's like, well, I got the cables on the fritz.
That's why he's got the blues now. He says, "I've got the blues too, fellow teenagers."
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah, I've got the Kraft macaroni and cheese blues. That's a callback. I forgot that you and I made that commercial.
That's right, and we never got our money.
Yeah, and we never got our money for that. We never got our money for our Pizza Bagels theme song. Of course, they changed the lyrics.
Yeah, it was like pizza after sex, pizza after
Shreks, pizza after respect, pizza after dissect. Yeah, we were not the best lyricists, but they took our idea.
We had the melody.
We had like that song we wrote that was like, "Do you like waffles? They're pretty good." And that one fucking Perry guy stole that shit too. Perry Llewellyn himself. Perry Llewellyn Grip.
Grift, more like it.
Fucking somehow our dumb side joke made it back to full circle to the episode.
Yeah, and Earl has his old axe, which is an accordion, and
fucking Weird Al himself.
He starts playing it, and they're all just kind of like, ugh, but then they're like, okay.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We're gonna appease this old fucker.
Yeah, so they jam, and it's our first like credits, like the credits roll, and they keep
playing their little song
footage.
They're doing with the real footage. Yeah, you think the dinosaurs knew that the credits were rolling, or do you think they thought more episode would happen? Oh wait, I forgot they're actors.
Well, they know the camera's there. Remember, we watched that episode.
Oh yeah, well only when they're high.
That's true. Well, you know what? Who knows what they do in those swamp bars?
The swamp bars. Oh, you're gonna be one of those guys now. You one of those people that don't go to the other side of the tracks.
That side or this side.
So we're gonna I think that we need to cut to our other page that I have here. His name is Sideshow Bob. Is that who this is?
Yeah.
Sorry, Tim just came. But sorry, I got
sometimes you get a pole in the face, and
sometimes what?
you get a pole in the face, it hits you in the face.
Yeah, when you date a Polish man, which you famously used to. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Zach has a lot of toys in his room, just like Tim. And I picked up a Sideshow Bob thing, and I thought about Frasier immediately. But speaking of Frasier, I hear the conclusion of Colin. So what do you feel about this episode?
It was kind of all over the place. I appreciate the thought that went into it, but yeah, like it did get kind of whitewashed there at the end, though.
Yeah, it does that a lot on shows where most of the people involved are white.
Yeah,
it's kind of it seems to be a problem.
I respect the premise. Like, I get it. I get what they were going for. But...
Well, I wish that in 1993 we had you there to explain it to everyone who kind of didn't really get it.
That's right.
That's what this show, that's the whole reason we're doing this podcast, is we found a way to put it in a time capsule, and they'll open it, they'll dig it up in 1993.
Exactly. So hopefully when we can go back in time, we'll figure that out.
What color do you think that cum you left in there will be by the time it gets there?
I think it will evaporate. Then.
Sorry, cum is short for cucumber, if anybody didn't. That's just how me and Tim talk.
Oh, they'll be dead. The cucumber.
Oh, man, that's a real pickle it got itself into. But, so...
Yeah, that's me. I turned myself into one.
Oh, shit. You're Pickle Tim?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Pickle Tim himself. I've always wanted to meet you. Yep, can I do a quick interview with you, Pickle Tim?
No.
What's your favorite thing about being a pickle?
Being a pickle.
Oh shit! If you could marry anyone, alive or dead, who would it be?
Myself.
Dead or alive?
Well, they're a pretty good band, but I don't think I would marry all of them.
The beach volleyball game? Dead or alive?
Fuck that game! Don't talk about that game.
Everybody wanted to fuck that game. That and BMXXX, baby. So, yeah, thanks for joining us for another episode of Sinclarity, A Dinosaur's Tale. We respect that you choose to listen to us when you could use your time to do anything else, and the world's only got 30 or so years left. Like, it's super nice. We love you, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm talking to my friends who are in the corner over here.
You're forcing them to listen to you record it.
I'm not forcing them. If they want to eat, they have to listen. That's not forcing. I'm offering a gift.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Who do you want to thank?
So,
I think the listeners. You pointedly did not. So who do you want to thank?
Thank the listeners. Thank you, Jeremy Hunter.
Thank the Langoliers. And yeah, thanks Jer for making this theme song, because every week we get to listen to the original theme song and it's fine, but like then you hear Sinclarity's theme song and it's fucking fire.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is really cool.
And thank you to Amy Shenanigans for drawing us.
Yes, and you did a great job. You drew Zach all beautiful too. We don't use that for anything, but it's still nice to have. I guess we could at some point, maybe we'll pay to get Chris drawn, and then we can do a whole, we can make a little 4. It could look like, what's that one idiot who was in New York and did art and shit? The Campbell Soup Cam guy?
He's dead?
Good. I'm sure he's dead. He was, popular for, modern art. Perry Cuomo. That's who it is. Perry Cuomo. Nah, not Jackson Pollock. Someone, you know what I'm talking about.
Andy Warhol. That's who you're talking about.
Yeah, someone like that. Anyway, I should just keep. No, not Andy Warhol. He did the Campbell suit. He did the Marilyn Monroe painting and the.
Oh, the Dandy Warhols.
There it is. Thank you, Yankee Doodle Dandies. And who else we gotta thank? Do we got I'm looking around the room trying to think of who I should thank. I just keep seeing
Sideshow Bob.
I keep seeing shit there's this card that says ZDG Zach George. There's a picture of Zach, and he has a lot of stuff about himself in his room. It's kind of weird.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, he has almost 0 pictures of me naked. Only 3 of them.
Only 3.
Only 3.
That's right.
I've sent him thousands before he blocked my number.
Yeah, thanks Zach
Yeah.
for producing this and editing it and letting Ben record at his house.
Yeah, and thank you, Zach, for giving me a bed. You know, a bed. Literally, I'm leaving this house today with a king size bed because of this boy.
Hell yeah.
He's a good guy. You know, like a hard man is good to find, is what I always have said.
Yeah, and you can, like Ben mentioned earlier, Ben will be on Zach's podcast, Keystone Copycats.
That's what his podcast is called?
this week. Yeah.
He told me
yeah.
it was called
Which is-
Casting Couch.
Oh no, that's for your. He just wants your couch, your Simpsons couch.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's going to have to pay good money for it because I am in a lot of legal trouble for stealing it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some favors on the couch, and also,
I love couch favors. Go on.
I also wanted to bring up, since this episode comes out on October 1st, so you have
Oh my god. Yes.
you have like less than a month to check out us live at Lucky You Tattoo on October. It's 23rd, 26th.
Oh, well, I'm looking at an older one. Hold on. Pre-fest. You know what they say about pre-fest? Big shoes. Hold on.
I thought you were gonna say
You know what I was setting up.
your joke. Yeah.
You know what? I can't find the event because I'm on some weirdos. Oh, here it is. I was on the wrong Facebook. I'm on Zach's. I should look at what he says about me to other people. But yeah, it's gonna be October 26th at 5 p.m. to October 27th. So that's at nighttime. So what?
Yeah.
we're playing. It's 1 day thing, right? At Lucky You Tattoo and
It's 2 days actually, but we will be doing the podcast live on night one.
hell yeah.
So you can always check out the Facebook event and the ticket link. We should put that in the bio for this
Yeah,
episode.
we'll at least do like a little tiny URL or some shit for it in this bio, and for the next
Yeah,
few
so
bios.
you can get some tickets. You can see us perform for the first time ever live in front of a crowd.
Yeah, you'll see us
and,
both throw up into each other's mouths in anxiety. It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
we'll poop back and forth.
please. I signed a contract. I specifically had them say no more pooping back and forth. I hate St. Petersburg for this reason.
And
Yeah, so
there's also some cool bands also playing, I guess. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, there's no bands playing.
It's just us. We're the whole time we're doing it. And
No, we're gonna have we're playing with Sherwood, Wreath, Rudderkin, Community Couch Reunion. We've had Stove on this podcast. That's gonna be fucking cool. We should have Stove with us live. Oh wait, Stove did say they refused to poop back and forth. And
Yeah.
we got a solo performance from City Mouth. We got Mouse. We got Hunger Anthem, Qualifier, Wet Nurse, Wolf Face, Too Many Daves, Canadian Rifle, Raging Nathans. Oh, they're from Ohio. Zach did like a music video for them or some shit. Tilt Wheel.
and-
What? I'm not. There's more bands.
Yeah, Mikey Erg's playing. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Lemmy Winks is playing. You know, from that South Park episode. There's a band listed called Lemmy Winks from Panama. I'll let them slide because they're not from America. They're from the other America. They're from America. The Eradicator, Make War, and yeah, the pop punk daddy himself, Mikey Erg, full band version.
That's cool. You guys are good friends, right?
One time he got arrested in my hometown.
Yeah.
He's better friends with our friend Bree, but I'm not going to tell that story on the air because that's Bree's embarrassing story to retell about jumping on and playing drums during his set and somebody getting mad because they didn't ask to use the drum set before doing so.
Yeah.
It was pretty great. Yeah, I put you on blast, Bree. Fuck off. Just kidding.
Well, we'll yeah, come and see us. We'll have a link for tickets if you're in the area or if you're gonna.
What's
be
the area
down.
again?
We're in St. Pete,
Yeah, Russia, right?
Florida. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. The Russia of America.
St. Pete, Florida, Russia. So yeah, check that out.
Yeah, and
it's
please
gonna be fun.
be vaccinated and wear a mask and shit, people.
Yeah,
Especially
At
if
the
you
very
plan to kiss
least.
us.
just wear a mask,
Hmm.
please. and stay the hell away from.
Yeah, you can kiss me, just not Tim, because Tim is dating Perry Llewellyn. Wait, I forget who you said you were dating earlier.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn. That's my grandmother's name. It's not. So yeah. So if your name is Llewellyn, we're sorry for saying you're my grandma. But other than that, we have nothing to apologize for. We've never done anything wrong in our entire lives, and we'll see you next week. You know.
Yeah, we'll be doing season 3, episode 18, Dirty Dancing.
A reference to the Kevin Bacon film Footloose.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, that's right.
And it's co-written by Tim Doyle. So
Yeah, Rob Yulin and Tim Doyle, the people who brought you other shows. Didn't they do that one with that one guy from Conan? Andy Richter controls the universe.
Yeah, Andy Richter. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's gonna be a good episode. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I can't really remember what it's about, but
Must suck then.
I guess we'll figure it out.
What won't suck is our episode about it though. So we'll see you next week. As we say every week, keep dreaming, keep screaming, and let those people keep on streaming.
That's right. Goodbye.
I love Tim. He just says that's right no matter what I say. Whenever I say anything insane. But yeah, everybody, enjoy your extinction. That's all we really have to offer you is the fact that we are definitely going to be dead soon.
That's right.
Fuck
So
you,
tell
Tim.
everyone we're dead.
That's right. Yeah. Bye, and we love you all except Tim.
Goodbye.
Oh, hey, Zach's here.
That's gonna kick you out.
Honey, we're leaving.